stream. This is Emacs number 27. I'm Sasha Chua, and today I plan to work on putting together Emacs news. It's just the usual, put together all the different items and see what we've got this week. I've already updated the Emacs calendar, so all I need to do now is generate the starting point for this week's Emacs news. It automatically includes various posts from Planet Emacs Live, plus other things that I've been uploading on Reddit or YouTube or other places. So let's have a look. Social Stream Ninja is having a hard time connecting to my chat, so let's go see if I need to reinstall it. It's like complicated. Let me go see what's needed here. Anyway, chat. There should be a way to get chat going here. Yeah, it's not working without. This is another test message in the chat. It is not chatting. Why is it not chatting? Oh wait, my screen thingy for chat is not working at the moment. I will work on it after Emacs news. Okay, first things first. Very exciting. People are getting ready for the next release of Emacs. So let's go see. Let's get rid of all the typo and update thingies. Okay. Very cool. My Planet Emacs Live stuff, is it not validating again? Do I need to start getting rid of certain things from the feed? Okay, first step. Let us make sure this validates. Copy link. Hey, it's supposed to work. So why isn't it listed here? Let's look at my code for inserting RSS items. Word list from RSS. Emacs News RSS feeds did not get set. Okay, now it's set. Let's generate the whole thing again. Hello Charlie, thank you for also testing it. I will see. It's still not behaving. Reload all stuff. I need to sign in. Keep the session. Close the window. Yeah, we're signed in. Okay. How about this one? Activate source. Oh, okay. All right. We're doing this manually. Let's see if we can get it to show up. Live chat. Is it activated? Testing 1, 2, 3. OBS. It is. Oh, fake test message works. Someday I'll get the hang of it. In the meantime, alright, now we have our blog post from Emacs, Planet Emacs Live, which I am happy about. I saw some people be very happy about this margin face for window margin background, so that's a little bit more customizable now. Okay, first things first, let's get rid of duplicates and easily toggle I am experimenting with a slightly larger font size, so there's less information on the screen, but ideally this should be easier to read. That one is done, so I'm going to keep it because I updated it with a transcript. Dot files. Oh, there's a Reddit discussion in the second link, so we'll keep that one instead. Likewise, there's been some discussion of that one over there. This is keep. This is keep also. That one. Jumping to errors in Evil was also featured last week. That is upcoming events. Managing multiple. Oh, we did that already. And we have that one already. Yep, probably. Yeah, got that last week. I feel like I got a bunch of these things last week. Oop. Oh, I'm getting confused here now. Okay, so there are two of these mentions. One of them is probably our org mode and the other is our Emacs. So let's call them out specifically. Remember that I started working on Emacsy things about 15 minutes ago. Okay. All right, my chat is still not showing up. Okay, that's fine. I can live. Oh, no, that showed up. That showed up. Okay, I should just not do anything. It's gonna be fine. Okay. All right. Good morning. Where am I? I was removing duplicates. There was a little bit of a dust up in our Emacs because someone posted a vibe-coded package that they wanted to put behind a paywall, and so someone was like, forget that, and went ahead and just, I think, coded the same or vibe-coded the same, but put it up for free because we don't do paywalls and packages. Especially since a lot of these things are based in GPL code, and so, I mean, there's nothing stopping you from charging money for a GPL thing, with the expectation that people who then, like the first person who pays for it, can then freely make it available because you're standing on the shoulders of giants and all that stuff. Where am I? Removing duplicates. Where am I? Okay. I guess it's happy about it. Oh, it's because I narrowed. That's why I couldn't find any duplicates. Okay, so that's that sync thing. Okay, we had that one already, and this is the same as last week's, and that one's already posted, so I think these in general. And no GNU Alpha packages to announce this time around. Okay. Emacs and its packages. Interesting. So now I'm going to go through the different articles and categorize them so that people could just focus on the category they're interested in. And if y'all want, you can, I guess, Google or use Planet Emacs Live to find these things if anything really strikes your fancy. Performance I usually put in the other category. This is org mode, definitely org mode. Personal key bindings. Oh, this is a reaction to Mborg's post, Marcel's post, Martin's post. Like in my config, I use keymap global set, but maybe I should be using bind key again. I remember I switched everything out of bind key in order to use keymap global set because I was under the impression that keymap global set was the way to do things. But if I use bind key, then I can use describe personal key bindings, which does sound interesting. So that's a thing there. Jared with EWW. Ooh. Okay. Oh, why did my... I should have space scroll the other page. Why don't I have space scroll the other page? Okay, gotta do that. Scroll, here we go. I do not currently have a binding for space here. It makes sense for this to scroll the other thing down. Let's do that. Space in like view buffers will scroll down naturally. If I open a web page like this, fc/, I want space. Haha, look at that. Space now scrolls my Firefox down, which makes sense to me. Which also means the backspace should do the scrolling up, right? That would make sense too. I love how you can just keep making these tiny little improvements. When I bind backspace, what is the thing that I need to use? Oh, it's called del. All right, del. All right, let's have it scroll up. And I'm using SpookFox here to just send that over. You could use xDoTool as well, I guess, if you're using X11 to find the window and send it. But since I have this Emacs extension that connects Firefox and Emacs and allows me to execute arbitrary JavaScript inside my current tab, I will work with that instead. Maxwell says, I use bind key and have absolutely no justification for why. So now you have a justification. If you look at mbor-expose describe personal key bindings, you will find the justification there. If you use bind key, you can list your key bindings. John Snyder in Ariel also points out you can use the bind key star macro to bind keys with great priority. So mixings happen. Now, where were we? We were putting this in probably the DRED. This is actually more of like a browse URL handlers thing. So this is kind of a web thing, I would say. Let's call it out here. Browse URL handlers alist, which is a handy browse URL handlers, which is a handy variable because, for example, you can use it to have all Mastodon-looking URLs open up in mastodon.el. Yes, so that is SpookFox. It is fun. It's fun. Emacs to Firefox bridge. Which, I should have a function to copy a bookmark, copy a link from my resources.org to the kill ring. You know what? I'm going to get so distracted coding things, which is fine. Do I already have something, I think? A bookmark? No, I don't. All right, let's go. Define interactive function. This is going to go in, I guess it's kind of org related, or copy bookmark URL. And this gets me a bookmark. Copy the URL for the bookmark. So I can, period, it's just fine. Okay, so I've probably got an org bookmark. Complete. There we go. There's a Sasha.org bookmark complete, which looks in my resources.org file for one of these things. And it returns something that's got title, URL, and a bunch of... Why do I even... I have multiple... Anyway, it's a plist. So I can just say plist get bookmark title. URL. And I need to kill me that, of course. And you know what? Let's message it at the same time so there's confirmation for what I just got. Alright. So if I say SpookFox. Oh, I don't actually have a SpookFox one. I talk about it so much. I really should make a bookmark for it. Alright. So if I say this is my SpookFox, then I can say save that to my resources.org. And then now I can say, oh yeah, SpookFox is fantastic. Copy bookmark to SpookFox. It does not like that. Oh, let's go see what it's actually doing. I'm using edebug. Adebug is also fantastic. Let's go see what it does. Alright, I want the Spookfox bookmark. Yes. Plist get bookmark. Oh, I need to get the... It's a property, isn't it? No? No, it's actually just the URL. I don't need to do anything with this. I just need to give the bookmark back. It's a propertized string is what it seems like. Okay, so let's try it. Yeah, here we go, Spookfox. Ta-da! Pasted. And you know what? Let's file this somewhere. This is... Oh, we don't need to have Emacs news as an annotation here. Ooh, where did I go? Okay. This goes in my config. Config bookmarks. Here we go. And now it's filed in my config, where I will untangle it to a list file and load it in the future. So now I can copy URLs very easily. All right, here we go. Yay! People are helping. People are enjoying the transcript and stuff like that. Yes, the last one was pre-kiddo, and now the kiddo is actually able to go and do school things for a little while, and so I can go do the stuff. Yes. Yay! Alright, so this is there you go. And what is the next link here? Make phony. Okay, that's a minor. I can skip that one, I think. I know it's a little confusing to call it a bookmark, because Emacs, as Max points out, Emacs also uses the term bookmark for something completely different. I could call it favorite, maybe. That would make sense, right? I could call it favorite. All right, let's call it favorite. Query replace bookmark with fav. Oh, I'm going to use US spelling here, aren't I? Fine, favorite. No, yes, 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 no. Change that. Ooh, my favorites. Favorites. Favorite. Okay, we're not going to change the custom ID though. My favorites. I guess. Okay. Yes. We're gonna very slowly change everything to favorites instead. Consult or favorite visit. Consult work, favorites. Bookmarks builder, yes. Yeah, change that one as well. Favorites, Not the ID. What is that? No, that's not related. No, that's also not related. No, that's not related to this one also. That's a standard bookmarks. I totally forgot that I borrowed this code. I should try that someday. Web favorite. There you go. Okay, so not this one. Yes, here's what we want to change. Org. So we're going to change it to org favorites. Look at that. I am like changing things in response to comments. Favorite, org favorites. Bookmark file, org, yes, favorite. Bookmark favorite. So everything in this section gets a yes. Copy bookmark URL. Yes, now this is going to be called, this is the thing we just wrote. We're going to change it to copy favorite URL. Add a favorite link. Yeah, okay, that's fine. No, yes, but not. Oh yeah, this is favorite match. Yes. Favorite match. Yes. Oh, I wanted to actually change. I didn't want to change the custom IDs. Okay, here we go. And then we query replace that again. That's not the one of them. New. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. Okay. So if we tangle the whole file and then we run my config, do I think I have a reload Emacs configuration function already. Then I should be able to call them favorites instead of bookmarks. Reload Emacs. Yes, I do have a reload Emacs. Everything went like. Sorry about the flash of stuff. Modus seems toggle. Okay. So now theoretically I can say copy the favorite. What did it call it? Oh, I hadn't actually tangled it, I think. Let's go tangle it. I am allowing myself to get distracted by interesting workflow improvements because I figure you all can, like actually watching me sort Emacs news snippets is probably very boring. Emacs news articles and links is probably very boring, but this process of figuring out very small changes and writing the code for them is something that I would like more people to be able to enjoy about Emacs. And therefore, it is totally okay for me to get distracted by something that might give me a 0.05% improvement in my workflow, because those things compound. So if we now, can we reload this? Does it do the thing? If not, I'm just gonna call it. I'm gonna just call it manually. Load file. Sync Emacs Sasha or .el. Think? Oh, it's actually a Lisp. Okay, now do I have a favorite? Okay. And if I call the Sasha or copy favorite, oh, do I have the right resources file, favorite file? Oh. Okay, not panic. Favorite file. Oh, it's in Sasha org favorites.el. Okay, let's load that one too. Which actually tells me that I can put my copy favorite URL into Sasha org favorites.el as well. And now do I theoretically have that all rigged up again and rigging? Let's go see. Jackson says, hi. I say hi back. Hello, Jackson. We are figuring out if I can rename all of my bookmark-related code into favorites on account of Emacs already has favorites, and anyone reading my config might get very confused. So let's see. Copy favorite URL. Yes. Let's boop. Yeah, okay, so that all works again. And then popping the stack, I was doing Emacs news. Let's go see. Describe personal key bindings. This is about using describe personal key bindings to list all of the things that you've overridden with bind key or the use package bind keyword, which I haven't been using because I've just been using, I tend to use keymap global set rather than the use package bind keyword because I like things to be easy for people to copy and paste. And if it's a bind keyword, then they have to, like if you're a newbie, you have to know that you have to add the use package and the bind, and you need to put it under that section. So it's like, well, it's a little less obvious. Anyway, I'll put that in Emacs configuration. It's something to think about. Maybe I will switch back to bind key. Is bind key built in? Ooh, okay, bind key does look like it's built in. So maybe I will switch my setup all the way back to bind key instead of keymap global set. And that way I can keep track of which ones are my personal key bindings. Jackson says, there is something nice about OU spellings like color. And I live in Canada, so I would like to get the hang of spelling things, but on the other hand, I also work with other people's code, and everyone tends to default to like US spellings for variables. So it's a little confusing. But on the other hand, in my blog posts, I do like to practice using the Canadian spellings because it's also a nice way to remember the world is pretty large. Anyhow, spelling. Hard to be consistent. What is last rev? Okay, here we go. We're gonna say query find the most recent commit to each branch. Is it just Emacs? Emacs branch? Oh, okay. Or other Savannah projects. Alright. So, not written in Emacs list, but with an example using it for Emacs, and it's Corwin, so that makes sense. To link to block more set as cover. Okay, this one, let's put the writing thing here. Max says, Banky is more recent, but I didn't know about any differences before today. It wasn't, it didn't occur to me either. So, this is good. We're all learning. Okay. Feature freeze has begun. I might have got it. I might be too late to see if anyone has suggested a find user init file, because that would be nice. Oh! Someone has already discussed it. Maybe. So what happened to this? Is from 2007. Find user init file. There's probably a very good reason not to have it? Why? Why don't we have it yet? Is there an easy way for a newbie to open their init file aside from saying, oh yeah, describe variable to figure out where your init file is? Oh. The mailing list is taking a while, that's all. Okay, let's go see if Yetel's Emacs devel search is any faster than this. Find user init file. This is what I would call it, probably. Very long thread. Why hasn't it made its way in? Long discussion about directories and files. I don't know if I should like find init file. There's no like user init. There's no meta-x command that I can just call to find the user init file. I'm just gonna ask Philip about it on Thursday when we're having this Emacs chat with Prot and with Phil Kaluderchik. So that way I don't embarrass myself by saying, yeah, why don't we have this thing that was mentioned in 2007 on Emacs Devel as a quick way of opening your user init file, which might be in some location. Anyway, I'm just going to ask him, and maybe he can, if it's an idea he likes, he can go and run with it. Oh, locate user init file. Okay, let's locate. It's not a meta-x command. am I really going to tell people to meta colon, or eval, okay, so if people say control HV, fine, I can say, okay, describe variable, metax describe variable user init file, it will tell them that it is here. Whereupon they need to know how to copy and paste, or we can say, oh yeah, I just use metax FFAP, which stands for find file at point, and then they can get to where they want to go. But if our goal is to get people who are starting to use Emacs to write Emacs Lisp, or to feel comfortable writing Emacs Lisp as quickly as possible, maybe it might make sense to make opening their config file super easy also. Anyhow, I feel reluctant to try to figure out, like, if people looked at it already in Emacs Devel and categorically rejected the idea, and I don't know the history, but maybe I'll search for it later. I'll ask Philip what he thinks about this. Anyhow, Emacs news. Here we go. Emacs branch has been created. It's coming up. Emacs development. Amit had a code review of his form feed slides package that he talked about in my Emacs chat with him recently, so hooray for that. Let's put that there, and it's great. There's actually, like, the wonderful things about collaboration between people who blog is you get to see different perspectives on the same thing. So let's put that right next to, where's that? This. Hey, where did it go? FFS. Oh, here it is. Sort this list. Okay. Here we go, and this is community. That is a link to that, so that's all sorted out. This is change that to there, and let's tell people what it actually is. Get sync org file with git automatically. Which I kind of use git auto commit mode instead. So yeah, someone has already mentioned it. Very good. So anyway, forgot to read it out. Max says they uses I use or locate user init file. Actually, locate user Emacs file. Different ways of finding out which Emacs configuration file you're actually using. That is, what is this? Oh, that's interesting. It sets it to be the same as something else. That might be a useful pattern. How would I use that in the command in my blogging workflow? Kind of to make a blog post that's based on another blog post. Might be interesting. Anyway, this goes in writing. Capture and move on is not Emacs. Tutorial text versus org social. Sort of Emacs. Semi. You can do org social from within Emacs. Let's do, yeah. I am happy to make mine subordinate to his post. So here we go. Since the point is to draw attention to interesting people doing interesting things with Emacs, that is definitely that there. Gravitational pull for Emacs. if you're the sort of person who likes to use just one tool, Emacs is great because you can assimilate all of these other things into it. You can do your mail in it, you can do your Mastodon in it, you can browse the web in it. I have yet to learn how to use it as your window manager, but after Amin's great demonstration, I definitely want to explore that. So that is a thing. May I recommend? Yeah, keep it simple. Always good idea. Which reminds me, I should mention the carnival. That is a... Oh, good. Somebody else is linking to this. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Here we go. I need to add this to the top here. And all right. Recommendations, very good. Emacs keyboard ergonomics. Was this a recent post? Yes, that is a recent post. Why do I not have... Oh, it's because... I do have it. Okay, it's just there. Zoomed in VCDir for the current directory. Ooh. Alright. James, your colors don't work in dark mode. Project VCDir in the... Oh, VCDir in the directory. It's pretty clear. Okay. Dirred. Gotcha. Geyser, wait, Geyser is scheme stuff. Scheme interfaces. Alright. Recommending Emacs packages, backend community. Alright. Links of note. Emacs and keyboard ergonomics. Huh. Canada. What is this? That looks interesting. I started using key D, but Canada looks like it might be worth checking out also. So let's go see. Canada. Check out Canada based on Prot's blog post. I would like to have keyboard layers. That could be interesting. Especially if I can trigger them with home row holding down. Maybe that could be cool. Okay, we'll put that in other. Save any buffer as PDF, other as well. Emacs cookies. Oh, I got this one already, I think. Bulk search and replace. 13780? Yeah, I do. Overriding key advanced. How do I continue to it? Oh, maybe there's an HTTP? There's no. I can't add an exception to visit this site. Boo. Okay. Cannot temporarily find out what's going on there. Can I curl it? Oh yeah, okay, that means I can use EW to look for it. Bingo. Alright, meow. Is modal editing. Modal commands. Okay. Oh yeah, this was fun. That was my post for it, I guess. And yeah, and RSS with GNU's. Think I already have this. This also looks familiar. Do I not have my duplicate? Yeah, I do have duplicates. Okay. These guys are duplicates, gotcha. Okay. I'm 5. Oh, okay, this was in the last week's already. But I'm keeping that one. And that was already in last week's. Okay, very good. Okay, where are we now? Max says, I've recently released a package called Evil Emacs Cursor Model Mode that is also ergonomics. Have you looked into that even though it's evil? I have not personally looked into it, but I am happy to mention it in Emacs News in case somebody else might find it right up their alley. Is it already mentioned in here somewhere? Emacs Cursor, yeah, it is in fact mentioned in, which one is this one? In February's Emacs News. I love that people are experimenting with different ways to manage the desire to have way more key bindings than we can fit onto our regular keyboards. That also looks interesting. This is yuta.el. It's a, what is this? Oh, I see. It's kind of vibe coded and steps on user key bindings, but should I say this? This is like, well, lots of people like it, but it's not quite fully baked yet. Well, let's change it to the repository link and stick it in completion. And these are completion 2. Is this the same as? I see. This is the companion video. It's like on the one hand, it's great when you can use even vibe coded stuff to test an idea. But on the other hand, sometimes these things kind of look good on the surface, but when you dig into them, they're hard to extend, to work with, to properly get working. It's hard to say, right? Anyway, 7 coding and AI. All right, and then there's more stuff here. Tiny package for org links. Oh yeah, I want the link directly to that. Box file embedding. This turned out to be a long discussion about why Emacs Lisp. Long discussion. Emacs Lisp and customization. Which I want to link to because people have put a lot of effort into the comments. It's kind of a community thing. Okay, the PDF store links has been extracted. I'll just put that in community. Vertical buffer frame. That's the one. Where do I put this? Appearance? Completion. It looks interesting. So basically it's this child frame over here thing. What is going on? Is it my screen being weird with you? Maybe that's actually their background. Okay. Alright. Just put that in appearance. Oh, appearance or completion? Completion, sure, fine, completion. Margin face, that's the one. For Markdown T. Oh, yeah, okay, appearance, sure. Markdown TS. Very cool. Writing. Emacs development. Configuration. SZF async. Async completing read. Ooh. Completion. Shell pop. Shells, sure. It is like a Emacs terminal thing, so I'll put that under shells as well. Backpack Emacs. Is there a fine, I'll just put that in configuration straight there. This one I want to link to the repository. Coding. Grove.el as more of a discussion. Grove. What does it use? Is this? Yeah, it's org. Okay, org based. Lua debugger. Lua probe. 7. 7. This is kind of like she mentions Emacs. That's yeah. Is there maybe like a transcript I can?
If you look on it's github.com.
Okay, can I copy this link? Emacs Navigation chapter. What is this? 2015. Is there a transcript for that section? Hmm. I appreciate the chapters. Adding interesting chapters for 2-hour video is a lot. Oh, I also appreciate that. Here you go. That the chapters show up in the transcript here. Okay, how much is this? Navigation, I guess. Buffer comparison made easy with eBuffers. What is that?
Or you can compare 3 buffers. The choose message buffer is very handy if you want to compare or want to see 2 buffers. On the right hand side buffer,
What is eBuffers?
it says run ediff on 3
it's
buffers. Okay, so buffer use it to if there is 2 buffers only for.
Okay. Where have I put edif things before? Kind of navigation. Alright. And more workflow Emacs.
Et par exemple, si on peut avoir d'autres choses, New York, pour le moment, d'autres qui doivent passer en action, d'autres et comment je me suis senti, comment l'améliorer, ce qui était
I like it's like
mes actions pour le futur. Donc pour l'instant, j'essaye de faire en gros
progress bar
ces
there.
jeux à 9h. Est-ce que
I'd say this is mostly a workflow. Very exciting. Okay, where are we? I think that's most of the links there. Which means we get to now check a whole bunch of other places. Okay, that's always like, why do you have such a tab monster? There's too many tabs. You know what I need to do? I need to just say, close all the tabs to the right. Yes. Okay. That is not a very helpful description. Let's use this description instead. And let's link to the Hacker News post. Okay, then we check a bunch of different places. Alright, let's check Blue Sky, Lobsters, Programming Dev, the latest. That's the one we saw. Okay, so that's scanned through. HP RPL mode. Oh, this is done here. HP 48G. I don't even know what that is. Okay. Notes on using. Oh, I don't have that one yet. Okay, there's a comment and some discussion over there. Book. Charlie says, watching this come together is fascinating. I've always wondered how you assemble all these resources. I may have to use some of your tricks while reading Emacs news this week. Thank you. Thank you to you too. I figure that's, I'm gonna do it anyway, so if I do it out loud, there's tiny chance that people might actually see something that is interesting and would they'd like me to explain more about. So then stuff gets out of my head and into other people's heads. So that's all good. So thanks for keeping me company, y'all. What just happened? Okay, here we go. Oh hey, there's a discussion here. Okay, defaults. This defaults. Oh, this is lemmy.ml. Haha. Interesting. I use like meta P to go backwards. Am I logged into? I can maybe meta P. All right. And then the one that takes a lot of filtering is Mastodon because there's so much. So much. Excuse me while I do the thing. I am not doing something correctly here. Eventually gets the hang of it, I think. Anyhow. Okay, good. It should now be retrieving the Mastodon tweets. Toots. Here we go. Ooh, blog post. Yes. Hmm. Making an alias for however you frequently mistype things, like EMQCS if you're using just actually even a regular keyboard will produce that typo. Anyhow, yes, good idea. Yes. This was our conversation. Shoshin we started off talking about parenting, and then we ended up talking about podcasting and using Emacs to edit audio and video. That was fun. I will favorite that. What is this thread? What is Tushar Hero doing with this elisp? Okay, delete duplicates, flatten list, sec keep, let elisp post tags. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Logs per tag, map car cons tag, when member tag. This feels like it's a cons tag sec keep when member tag of tags I feel like it's a group by. Okay. Let's go done. Poop, poop, poop. Using config for using multiple org publish projects. How would I summarize this? Oh, okay. Nice quote. Nice quotation marks. What did people say? Okay, basic load path. Oh, that's the one we saw earlier. Nice. so many screens. Da, 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 da. Do we already have this link to this forge drill? Oh, no, we don't. Did someone already tell Luke about view lossage or Control X escape also? Let's go see. Oh yeah, okay, very good. And someone has probably already told Shay about the man reader inside. Yep. Okay, very good. Elfie tree? Sounds interesting. Probably won't mention small fixes. Take a break. Okay, I am back. Alright, here we go. Let's see what else. For show, yeah, it's fine. Bug fixes is fine. Oh yes, another org meetup. This Wednesday. I'm looking forward to it. I had a question about... Oh yeah, I wanted to find out if there was a good way to have or custom links export headings that would show up in the TOC. Yay, Shashin got the hang of the Emacs debugger. It's great. Look up to. I really like being able to. Oh, what's this one? Level up. That's basically what he posted. Nice. I often like being able to evaluate expressions from the appropriate backtrace line. Also, edebug. Aside from that, also edebug is well worth digging into for more debugging awesomeness if you aren't already a fan. What? Where are we? Okay, so there's that. Yeah, we've got that one already. What is this? The rest of the blog that I do not have in Planet Emacs Lab. This person does not have an RSS feed. Can I persuade you to make an RSS feed so I can include your Emacs posts in Planet Emacs Live? Isn't that cool? Nice posts. Oh, kids out. Pretty says,